Hi, I'm Amy. Tonight I'm here to tell you how to make one of these beautiful scarves. I got this one for my birthday and it's a ruffle scarf that one of my girlfriends made for me. You do not need to know how to crochet or knit to make one of these scarves. You can go to the craft store and you get this yarn that you use and it comes just like a normal skein of yarn. However, when you open it up, you will see that it can be divided and spread out to look like a fishnet. When you start your scarf, what you need to do is you need to double the thickness of the material so that the metallic part of the yarn, this part with the sparkly metallic, is on the bottom and the single holes are on the top. What you do is you double up the yarn, and I would go maybe 4 or 5 holes in before I double up and put it on. Put my crochet hook through. Now at this point, once you're threaded, you're going to skip every other hole when you're stitching. So I have 2 stitches, or 1 stitch, pardon me, on already. There's 2. I'm skipping a hole. There's 3. I skip another hole. And then there's 4. That will be the end of the double thickness of your scarf. Okay. What you do is you put the first 3 tight in between your fingers, in between these 2 fingers, your thumb and your index finger. You pull the last bit of yarn through there, through the rest of the holes, and you have the beginning of your scarf. Now, for the remainder of it, all you have to do is skip 1, stitch 1, 10 times each section. So I'm skipping a hole. There's 1, skip 2, skip 3, skip a hole, 4, skip the next one, 5, next one you're just gonna skip, 6, skip 7, skip to the next hole, 8, till you get to 10. There's 9. And what I'm doing is, as I go along, I have to spread the yarn apart so that it doesn't twist and go the wrong way. Now I was at 9, I'm skipping a hole, and this is the 10th. Again, you grab all of the yarn that's together except for that last 10th stitch, pull the 10th stitch through, pull it nice and tight. Now, your ruffles will look much like mine as you go along. But for tonight's purposes in this short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to end the scarf. So let's imagine that at this point it looks nice and pretty like this one and complete, okay? And it will when we're done. It'll look just as pretty. What you do, it's very similar to the beginning of your scarf. You double up your material again. I'm going to go out a little bit further so I have some play, and you'll have play too in your material as you're finishing your scarf. Okay, you double up the material, and you stitch right through. Okay, now mind you, that last stitch before you folded it over will be on here as well. Okay, make sure it's lined up and together. When you have 4 stitches, you pull it right through. You pull that last one right through. Now, at this point, before you take it off the needle, you can cut right through the yarn. Okay? You have that last stitch, and mine just slipped through. That's no big deal. We can just fix that right through there. Okay, you have that last stitch you made. Take your needle out. Feed the end of your scarf right through that last stitch. You just push it right through there. Pull it nice and tight. And then in order to hold your scarf together, you can tie it in a knot. Pull it nice and tight. Cut the end off. And once your scarf is complete, you have to imagine that once your scarf is complete, nobody can see that little piece at the end where the knot is, because it'll fold right over like this. And your scarf will look nice and pretty, just like this one, in time for the holidays. Have a good evening.